Your dreams are not going to come true. And I just want to stop by and share that message. I know it might sound super negative, but it's ironically something that I've told myself a lot. And ironically, not in the sadder times of life, but in some of the more joyful times in life. It has helped me realize and process the reality of the world and also the necessity to always dream and to continue to come up with wildly irrational dreams. Hi, my name is Jamie Grace, and I've been called a dreamer so many times ever since I was a little girl. And I've told people obsessively that I was going to be an astronaut. And ever since I was filming cooking tutorials in my kitchen with no camera, I was just filming tutorials, staring at the wall, and just confident that if I practiced enough, then when the Zoom casting agent decided to leave Boston, Massachusetts 02134, he just might be at the Georgia Walmart and be like, "Oh, that kid looks like she knows how to do a cooking tutorial." I've always been called a dreamer, literally my entire life, and I am absolutely honored that that's how a lot of people see me, even when there are times where it's a proven fact that my dreams are not going to come true. I have some dreams that have come true. Let me be honest about that and let me own my privilege in that. Not only the really cool career situations of being a full time producer sitting in my own studio right now, but also the really cool dreams of having a husband that I still have a crush on after years of being married to him, a daughter that is cooler than like literally any kid on the planet. No offense. I'm just trying to be honest. Having a really just beautiful family, my mom and dad and my sister, great friends. And I mean, honestly, I do try to own my privilege in that. I have a lot of incredible blessings in this life. And I've also worked really, really hard to be who I am today and to achieve a lot of the things I've achieved and all of that stuff. But recently, my mom and dad, they dropped off at the studio some boxes of my old journals. And I realized how many of my dreams have not come true. I had this one dream, particularly when I was about 14 or 15 years old. I knew it. I just knew it. I just knew I should look over and just, pat down. But I had this dream to like start a girl group and audition dancers and stuff like that. And I remember actually auditioning dancers for many. I've hosted many auditions, which is super cool because I have a lot of dreams, and a lot of times I would like do these auditions, and they would turn into really cool things. Like that's how I got my band. That's how I got my first producer credit outside of my own artistry and my sister's artistry was producing another band. I just remember like doing a lot of these auditions, but one of the first ones I was like 14 or 15 and I was reading back in this journal the other day, just these dreams I had of like becoming a Christian hip hop dancer. And just no, that's not, no, no, Jamie Grace. That dream was irrational. That dream was unrealistic. And you, Jamie Grace, don't have what it takes to do that. Okay, your skill set doesn't, baby, sat down, right? I have had so many other dreams. My family and I, we lived out in LA for a while, and there were some dreams I had that came true when I was out there. There were some dreams that just farted in the air and just did not happen to any capacity. And I look back and I'm like, "Ugh, okay." I've, started brands and started stuff. And by brands, I mean Instagram pages and, perfected Canva and done all these things. And I'll be like, hey guys, here's the big launch. And years later, I'm super proud of what I've done. And also, years later, I look back and think, oh, girl, you tried it. You done really tried it. And reminding myself that my dreams won't come true has just, it's just been so helpful. Again, because it helps me to process the reality of the world. And two, it helps me to continue to dream. Now, I understand that my thought process may not work for every single person out there. And if this doesn't work for you, maybe that's okay. You can move on. But if it does happen to work for you, then yay, we found something we have in common. I, as a neurodivergent human, I find incredibly literal and practical statements like that to be very affirming and healthy, and to help me navigate through everyday life, and not to focus on extremes, right? So, thinking of phrases like, dreams won't come true. Your dreams won't always come true. Not all of your dreams will come true. When it comes to how that helps me in reality is looking at stuff like statistics, right? So, I have dreams right now. Like I have like yeah, we're just getting the studio up and going and everything. But I'm already 10, 20, 30 years down the line of all the dreams that I have and all the people that I want to work with and all the, young artists that I want to help to, help them figure out their dreams and where they want to go with their careers. And I'm going to be super transparent with you guys because I think sometimes when I say stuff like this, people think I'm joking or being sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic when I say things like I want my art and my passion and compassion for the world and the people in it. I want to solve poverty. I want to completely heal the foster care system. I have these dreams that are so massive that all start at the heart of just like loving people, loving art, and knowing that God gave me a passion for both of those things, right? And I have these wildly massive dreams, and they don't stop for me. Dreams don't stop for me. That's the thing. I don't think like, oh, I have a dream of what I'm gonna do next Tuesday. And then once Tuesday's over, it's like, what's the next dream? Like each of my dreams is tied to the next big thing of how we're going to eventually change the world, right? And so I have these, I didn't fart as my chair. I have these massive dreams all the time. Just yada, 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 yada. No, I don't have ADHD. Yes, I do. These massive dreams all the time. And I have to remind myself that realistically, they're not all going to come true. Not all those dreams are going to happen. Yeah, because of the reality of the world and the brokenness of our world and the pain in our world. I'm not going to be able to solve everything I want to solve. I'm not going to be able to fix everything that I want to fix on like a global, massive scale. But also, like for my 34th birthday, which is in a little over 2 years, there's a specific guitar that I want. I've played acoustic guitar my whole life. I really want to get good at electric guitar. And so I've already told my husband, like, hey, for my 34th, there's a specific electric guitar that I want. And I want to be insane at electric by then, so that we can justify this wildly expensive gift, right? Um, and so I've already been telling him for like years, like, hey, you got to save up. I want this. But me being a phenomenal electric guitar player by the time I'm 34, that dream might not come true. No, yeah, I can work hard and I can do all the things, but the reality of our world, I don't know the future. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen in a few minutes. Like I can't realistically ensure that that dream will come true. Um, and that's really comforting for me. It helps me to release some of the pressure to be, relieve some of the pressure to do, um, relieve all of the pressure that joy and healing and greatness are my responsibility. It takes that pressure away, acknowledging that those dreams may not come true, but it doesn't stop me from dreaming. It doesn't stop me from wanting to dream. It actually helps me to want to continue to have these big dreams because I think that if all my dreams aren't going to come true, then I might as well have so many that when some come true, I'll still be super excited. That's kind of the approach that I've taken. I just choose to have a ton of dreams. So even if only like a percent, like 1% of my dreams come true, I'll be like, guys, did you see that? Did you see how we were able to help these people? Did you see how we were able to inspire people? Did you see how we were able to put a smile on someone's face? Did you see how our hard work paid off? Did you see that our song turned out to be really cool? Did you see that we worked hard and saved our money and purchased this thing and we're proud of this purchase and it's a really cool thing that we bought? Like, whatever it might be, it just gets me so excited that if you dream a whole lot, something's gotta stick. I I think a lot of this is neurodivergence. And I also think a lot of this is the awkwardness of being a teen star. I'm not anymore. I'm 31. Yeah, I'm 31. But I was a teen star. In case you didn't know, it's like walking the Grammy red carpet. I think I was like 19. I was the youngest nominee that year, and there's always this obsession with great and big and grand things. It was, oh, you are the youngest nominee and you're the the first girl to do this and that, yada yada yada. And that's mad cool. Like I'm not knocking that at all. And like I said at the top of this video, a huge honor and privilege, of course. But it put a lot of pressure on me to continue to always outdo my past self. And one of my favorite scriptures is in Ecclesiastes, and it's basically just like, hey, there's nothing new under the sun. All this greatness that you see, that you take a part of, like, it ain't you, baby. You didn't invent great, and it has brought me so much peace and so much calm to not ever set a standard of great, or see a standard of great and feel as though I have to accomplish it, but to instead dream about how just like how great things could be, based on how great they are and have been, and just see where we can go from there. And I know that I can come across as kind of cheesy and ridiculously optimistic to some. And why are you watching this video if you feel that way? Because I feel like it was super obvious from the pink tube light in the back that that's what you were going to get. But that's who I am. And it optimism and joy and excitement and peace and dreaming, it's never brought me out of a difficult time. It's never brought me out of a challenging season. It has walked with me through challenging seasons, but it has mostly elevated the good, mostly shined a light on the positive and the beautiful. And I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys in case it's helpful or encouraging or any of that. It would be weird if I didn't tell you that I did just release a record called Dreamers. You can stream it in all the places. This is one of the shirts from the song Keep Going, if you like that sort of thing. But either way, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and I post videos every so I hope you'll check that out, check out all the stuff. And you know what? Be nice to people. And keep going. And just, be a dreamer. All right. Okay, bye.